On 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, Rob Beckett, Sarah Milliken, Jamali Maddox, Joe Wilkinson, Len Moore, Susie Dent, Rachel Riley, and your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, a show about letters, numbers and conundrums. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, we have team captain Sarah Milliken. Sarah is from South Shields. I'm not saying it's an unhealthy place to grow up, but when kids there learn the alphabet, they're told A is for a bag of chips, B is for bag of chips, and C is for chips. And Sarah's teammate, Jamali Maddox. Jamali says he's had a few near-death experiences, and looking at him, those were the closest shaves he's ever had.
Oh, brother, I hate how much I enjoyed that.
Up against him this evening is team captain Rob Beckett. Last year, Rob took part in ITV's Who Do You Think You Are rip-off show DNA Journey, where he discovered he was 40% Cockney and 60% Shire horse.
Interesting fact, downstairs is the Shire horse.
You've got massive teeth down there as well.
Yeah.
And joining Rob tonight is Joe Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Joe's here. Joe Wilkinson gets recognised in the street a lot. People often say, "That's him, officer." Rob, apparently you recently moved house. Did it go OK?
Awful. Just wherever you are, just die there. It's not worth the stress. The amount of airy arse cracks I saw on the removal men will haunt me. We couldn't find the cat. It's still at the old place. This is genuine. The cat doesn't live with us anymore. It's with the new people who bought the house. But we've left the bag to put him in to bring him to us. But every time we go, he knows what's happening. He thinks he's going vet, so he's not having it. I've moved to the countryside and I'm having to drive through little country lanes. All I do all day is pull in. It's just pulling in if you live to the countryside.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's terrible. We had no Wi-Fi for the first week, and I just thought I might as well just kill myself. I can't live like this. We hadn't been connected up because you have to contact OpenReach, which is a disaster zone. You have to deal with Open. Now I just feel like I'm ranting on LBC, but you asked the question. Yeah, we've moved in and we love it there. Feels like home.
Sarah, have you got any unusual habits when you're on tour?
Well, I read an interview with Beyonce where she talked about what hers were, and one of the things that she likes to do is she says a prayer with all of her band, and then she has a bit of quiet time on her own. And I'm the same, but it's a limerick and I go for a shit.
What's the limerick?
Well, I haven't been on tour for a while, so I might not remember all of it. There was an old woman called Mabel who liked to have sex on a table. Da-da-da-da-da, put your balls in as well if you're able. Don't remember the middle bit.
OK. Joe, have you done any unusual jobs in the past?
Oh, yeah, I used to be a wedding photographer.
Really?
Yeah. But it's a crowded market, as you know. So, to differentiate myself, I specialised in only photographing jilted brides. I take all the same photos as... like a happy couple. Only difference is she stood on her own and she's usually got the right hump. But it's quite hard to get her to sort of pose for some of the more traditional photos. You know, like, would you mind gazing into where his eyes would have been?
Jamali, what were you like at school? Were you a good kid? Were you a rebel?
No, I was bad. Do you know, I think I was the worst. I was fat with energy. Which is the worst combination of child.
Big but energetic?
No, not big. Like, I was huge.
Really?
Yeah, I was like 6 foot when I was like 10. Like, I weighed a stone when I was born. You see in your eyes, guys. Talk about my mum's vagina when I've come in for a lovely day. I can see it coming, because I think it was like, all right, I could see the Rolodex, and you was like, all right, now I'm shutting that down.
Genuinely, he saw into my mind.
Have you got siblings? Are you the eldest?
Yeah, and all of my sisters are like 5 foot.
Wide? No.
All of them are small.
You just tower above them?
Yeah. My dad's 5'7". Well, yes, it's my dad.
How does he do it?
me, bro. I've seen the shows, well, I've seen the highlights, and...
You've been on this show?
Yes!
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen the show. You've been on it. At what stage did the beard come? Because
I was about 16.
I didn't get pubes until I was in my late teens, so I just looked like a long baby. I remember the exact point the first one appeared. And believe it or not, it was halfway up my willy. And that is the God's honest truth. First one, down the side of my penis.
I think if it's halfway up your dick, is that considered a pube?
Well, I hope so, because I celebrated like it was. I wanted to wrap it up so it didn't fall off, but it did.
Oh, you haven't still got that one?
In a locket.
Sarah, have you got a mascot?
Yes, I have got a mascot, because I feel like I need all the help I can get on a show like this. I googled what foods you have to make your brain sort of alert, and because they're all disgusting, I didn't want to eat them. So instead, I put them on a jacket.
Wow.
And I thought maybe that would work, just to weigh the foods that help your brain.
Wow. You look like you're going on a Just Stop Oil protest.
So there's coffee on my right shoulder, as you can see. So there's seeds. There's not as many nuts and seeds. They're supposed to be good for your brain, right?
Yeah,
there's not as many because I got attacked by pigeons on the way in.
Yeah.
So it's brain food, but you're not going to eat it, you're going to wear it?
No, because it's all horrible. Fuck me, banana. I might try and do it that way.
Yeah.
I might not keep it on for too long because it's warm in here.
It looks lovely,
And it
though.
stinks.
Sometimes you've got to suffer for your fashion.
That's why I've got an air freshener just to give it a bit of a... Oh, sorry.
Oh, my God.
You just maced Jamali.
It's quite a modern thing for them to come out the end.
There you go. Oh, God. Oh, EasyJet cabin crew's gone downhill.
Rob, have you got a mascot? What have you brought for good luck?
Well, you know what I've brought? Just for a bit of old school, my Teddy as a kid. Because sometimes it all gets a little bit over, you know, I think a little bit too complicated. I've just gone, I want to win this. We don't normally win, do we, Joe?
Nah.
But he's been with me for, like, 38 years.
Does he have a name?
Bear. Yeah, just got this guy, just a bit of moral support, really.
It's quite a basic mascot, I've got to say.
Yeah, but I think you can overthink it.
OK. Jamali, you got a mascot?
Yeah. One second.
Sorry, go.
Is there lager in your bear?
Are you allowed to drink on telly?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Susie's half cut most of the time.
Yeah? You put gin in there.
Yeah.
No, it's just a bear. I got one for Joe as well to help him out.
Oh, she did promise.
There you go.
me,
I thought
yeah.
I'd get a little mascot for you.
She didn't,
Now it looks like you're rimming a children's toy.
Do you need a mascot? A spare one?
Yeah, like,
Got one
have
if you
got
want.
A spare?
Yeah.
Why has it got such a long neck?
There we go.
This feels really wrong.
I mean, I feel sorry. Does anyone else need a mascot or anything? If you are, there's a...
Oh, that one really looks like you.
Yeah. Feel free to send your cups down if anyone's thirsty.
Rob Beckett's Bears, everyone. Jamali, have you got a mascot?
I do have a mascot, and basically what happened was I was like, I've got dyslexia, dyspraxia, so I was like, let me use something I can actually use. So basically what I got was, I got them to make me an AI machine made from a low budget.
The AI Bot 3000, that's the very latest.
It's got this stuff that means that doesn't do anything. I'm just going to use this to help me give some answers.
So how's this going to help you exactly?
Apparently it's going to give me some answers, or help me with answers.
I think it's giving you more questions, to be honest with you.
All right, excellent. And Joe, have you got a mascot?
I do, yeah. As you probably know, I have very flaky skin. and it comes off in big clumps. You'll know this.
Yeah.
And every time it comes off, I always think, oh, it's such a shame to just throw it away.
Oh, God. What's your mascot?
When bits flake, I've just started making them into these lovely bookmarks. I can't remember what part of me flaked. It was just it was a balmy Tuesday. I remember. That's all I remember. And then I sell them in boot sales around Kent. In the summer, I really do get flaky, so it's quite lucky because I can then make some of these mouse mats.
I like you're holding that we're in a fancy French restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because I want to jazz it up because I'm asking £7 for those. This one's got a nipple on it, so it don't really work. I made a pouch for buttons, and comes with on the back. It's got some hair because it came from my armpit. Wow. And then, do you remember we had that heat wave last summer?
I do, yeah.
I went to pieces. It came off in clumps, and in the end, I thought, what am I going to do with this? I ended up making myself this lovely poncho.
Oh, God. What's that on the front of it?
Oh, yeah, it's a tattoo of the TV show Lovejoy, which I used to have.
Absolutely.
Which I used to have on my inner thigh. I feel like a manta ray.
Joe Wilkinson, everyone. Over in Dictionary Corner, it's Glenn Moore. Glenn Moore, he's the answer to the question, what would it look like if Claire Balding went to Hogwarts?
We've never met. That's an insane way to talk to a stranger.
I'm sure strangers have said it before, haven't they?
Glenn, it's your first time on the show. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a very busy man, Jimmy. I've recently finished a long-term photography experiment I was taking part in. Basically, I took a photo of myself every single day for 2 days. That's what I've been up to. I've been very busy. I've been petitioning the EU. I think Gibraltar should be renamed Spain the Rock Johnson. I've been up to loads. And I left a job I used to have this year. I used to be a roving reporter. And the last job I did for it was I was on the red carpet for the National Voiceover Awards. And it was amazing. I got to interview the guy that had just won the award for Best Work in Disguising a Witness's Voice on the News. Like, proper A-list stuff. And I said to him, I said, you must be so delighted for your award. And he said, it was just so many people I would like to thank.
And with Glenn, of course, it's Susie Dent. I'm not saying Susie Dent's boring, but when she was a little girl, her imaginary friend faked her own death. Susie, you do a lot of research. Have you ever used AI?
I decided to experiment a bit with ChatGPT. And so I typed in if it could give me a good comeback to you. And it said, when it comes to responding to an insult from Jimmy Carr, it's important to remember his style of humour is often sharp and quick-witted. Here's a light-hearted comeback that could playfully match his comedic tone.
Well, this sounds like it's going to be great.
It is. Oh, Jimmy, your insults are like a fine wine. They sting at first, but then I realise they're just a bit sour and leave a bad aftertaste. Cheers to your unique charm.
Damn, you wouldn't let her say that to you? Yeah, you're fucked.
And in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley. Rachel recently got an MBE from King Charles, which I guess is better than getting an STD from Prince Andrew. Rachel, what have you been up to recently?
Well, I've got 2 little kids, so I feel like all you do when you've got 2 little kids is look after 2 little kids. And you have to put them to bed every night. And it's quite boring, so I've started listening to audiobooks about espionage, and now I'm convinced that my husband's a secret spy.
So you think you're in a sleeper cell?
Yeah.
OK.
A little bit sleep deprived from the kids, but I you know, it makes sense.
You don't have to put them to bed. They either find it or pass out on the sofa.
Social services, if you're watching, Rob's moved to the country, you never find him.
Yeah. Also, take them for a couple of weeks. bad at the start. 5 hours in, you're going, oh, this is lovely. It's smashing through the recordings.
All right. OK, the prize the teams will be competing for tonight is this, the Countdown Ping Pong set.
Oh. There they go. Oh, good point.
Forgot the ball, didn't you? OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for your first game. Rob, Joe, you get to pick the letters.
2 vowels, please.
Yep. O and A.
A couple of consonants, please.
I really hate it when you don't try
B.
and spell a word at the top.
P.
2 more vowels.
You're messing with us.
E. U.
Hold on, if we get an S, we've got pubes.
Oh, yes, please.
Or
Let's go all consonants then. Try and find that S.
Yeah.
H. T. A final.
Should we use the lookalike cam? We got this from the States. They use it in big sports games. OK, lookalike cam. Your time starts now. Here we go. That's a pretty good Susie then. That's not bad.
Leave it, Joe.
Fucking funny.
It's my uncle.
Can we go back to... Can we go back to the Rob Beckett one? Isn't that the pillow guy from The Apprentice?
Yeah.
Is it?
It is, isn't it? Hello, Tom.
Sandy, how are you?
Can I ask, just because you guaranteed me on The Apprentice that this time next year you'd be a millionaire?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I've got 500 quid for tonight, so...
Who else is getting paid?
Not me, mate.
All right, Rob, how many you got?
I got 6.
6, OK. Joe?
I just wrote pube.
Sarah, how many?
6.
6.
I've got 7.
Ooh.
Rob, what's your word?
I got bother.
Sarah, you're 6.
Border, like a straw border.
Yeah.
Jamali, you're 7.
Probate, as in probate.
That's it, okay. That's a clear enough.
I think it's got something to do with tax.
I don't want to discuss it.
It's about a will.
OK. This was you or the AI bot 3000?
This was, it was the machine.
So what's happening now that he's just got this machine and he's just being fed the answers? So this is the future for us all, essentially.
AI is going to be taking over, yeah, I mean...
Well, shall we just declare the machine the winner and we all just go home?
We could also smash the studio up.
Watch AI try and fix that. Well, AI is going to sort everything out into an actual job needs doing, doesn't it? It's just going to do all the sort of pretend jobs people do in offices, but if you need to tarmac a drive, your laptop's not like, here I go. It's like walking towards it.
You never tarmac to drive, have you?
No.
7 points to Jamali and Sarah.
Fair play, fair play.
Glenn, Susie, could they have done any better?
They could have matched it with out here.
To hear better than anyone else.
OK, on to our first numbers round. Sarah, Jamali, you get to pick the numbers.
All big.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm the team captain.
You've got the AI bot anyway.
Yeah, all big, the biggest we can get.
Let's see what this bot can do.
No, can
OK,
we do...
all small.
No.
Chuck a couple vowels in there for me, too.
Bit of both.
A bit of both? All right, can we do this? Can we pretend we're mixing it, but actually just do all big? I
It'd be 4 big and 2 little.
No,
That's
no, no.
most...
No, there's only 4 big ones.
there's only 4 big
Jamali.
ones? What the
so
fuck
we
is
have
this?
to have 2 little ones.
Here we go. The little ones, we've got 10 and 9.
See, 10,
And you're only
10.
allowed to use them
No, they're
once,
the
aren't you?
small
Yep.
ones.
50, 25, 100, 75. And the target, 914.
And your time starts now.
Oh, shit.
Interesting bit of kit, the AI Bot 3000. OK, so the target was 914. Did you get it, Rob?
Well, no. I got 900 and then I've just realised there's a 10, so I could have got 10 closer.
Joe, did you get it?
I got 913.
Sarah, did you get it?
No, 918. Really low,
Okay.
really far away.
Guess who got really close to it?
Who got really
You.
close?
9:15.
I bet Rachel gets it.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. What the
I
fuck are
reckon
you
I
doing?
did the same.
Is there someone in there?
No, it's an AI machine.
There's a person in there.
There's no person, Rob. There's no person. It's an
That's
AI
human
machine.
trafficking.
No. No, he gets
not
well.
allowed.
He gets well fed and homed.
Did you genuinely get 913?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, go on. How'd you get that?
9 times 100
900,
plus 10.
910.
75 divided by 25.
It's 3.
Correct.
Oh, well done.
Nice.
101. 101.
Jamali, how did you get 915?
Basically, I did 100, add 10, times that by 9, take away 75.
Yeah?
7 points to both teams. Rachel, show us how you got 914, but try and just do it like it was difficult for you.
Can we also say none of that bracket shit?
100
Here comes a bracket. trust
times
me.
10, 1,000. Take away 75, 925. Take away 9, 916. And you've got 50 over 25 left. No brackets.
OK, so Rob and Joe have 7 points. Sarah and Jamali have 14. And here is your teaser. The words are me do crap, and the clue is mine's bigger than yours. That's me do crap, mine's bigger than yours. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the tease. The words were me do crap. The clue was mine's bigger than yours. It was, of course, compared. So, Sarah and Jamali are in the lead. They've been playing in teams so far, but this game is just for Rob and Sarah. It's team captain versus team captain.
Oh, God.
OK, Sarah, your turn to choose.
Could I have a couple of vowels to start with, if that's all right, Flower?
Anytime. A, O,
Couple of consonants, please, Rachel.
S, K.
That's good.
2 more consonants, please.
T, D,
2 more vowels, please.
Yeah, please.
And 1 consonant.
I, E, O. I, E, R.
Thank you.
All right, I might do some Scottish dancing. Your time starts now. Sarah, what have you got?
I've only got a 5.
I got a 6.
Hold on. Hold on. I might have-
No.
I might have
Johnny's not
changed my
playing.
mind.
No, you haven't.
I've got a 5.
I've got a 6.
You got 6. OK, well, Sarah, let's hear your 5.
Tears.
Rob, your 6.
I've got soaker.
A soaker is absolutely fine.
Oh, you teased me there, Susie. You look like you weren't going to be in your book.
Dictionary.
What?
Dictionary.
In the dictionary?
Yes, in my... Here's a book.
OK, 7 points to Rob.
It's difficult, isn't it, winning?
I wouldn't get carried away.
Yeah, but they've got some poor bloke stuck in a box who's still losing to me. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself.
I would normally at this point ask if they could do any better, but I think Rachel's slightly beating you to the punch.
Oh, asteroid.
Oh, wow.
That is good.
Yeah.
There was another 8. Susie's written dorkiest. Was that just to me?
No, it's to Jimmy.
OK, all right.
Do you mind me asking, Glenn, how old are you?
I'm 34. What did you think?
Okay.
I was going to say 55-year-old.
No, he looks like they're massive 14-year-olds. You see him come out the kids' club, like, you know, who's that? It's good you look young.
Great, yeah.
You don't want to look young?
Good to know I can still go to the kids' club. I love a slide.
OK, so at the end of that, Rob and Joe have 13, Sarah and Jamali have 14.
Still in it.
Let the games begin. It's now time for Joe and Jamali to go head-to-head with the numbers. Joe, your turn to pick.
OK, may I have
Yep.
whatever you'd like, but 110.
Make 10 out of these, is that all right?
No, pop them back. Find a 10, find 100, and then enjoy the rest. You got them?
No.
Keep looking. And if there's another big one, 50, I can't do anything with a 75.
You've got your 10, bonus 10.
Lovely, another 10. Keep going.
Oh, yes.
4.
Yeah, happy with that.
I like this.
7.
A little bit pissed off, but fine.
50.
50,
Lovely.
well played, well played.
100.
Oh. And about 710.
Good luck, everyone.
938.
Your time starts now.
4 times 7. Let's think about this.
Let's think about this.
Don't rush me! OK, I'm panicking now, I'm panicking. Yeah, what? Yeah, hold on, we're doing this. Right, OK, but, yeah, right, yes.
Joe, did you get it?
Yep, hang on.
Jamali, did you get it?
I'm still working it out.
I think you did.
Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, I got close enough.
What'd you get, Jamali?
Well, by myself, I got 943, but with the bot, I got 940.
OK, Joe, how did you get it?
OK, so let's just throw 100 in.
Yep,
Just
it's a
enjoy
good start. You can still do it.
times 10. That's a 10, right? Yeah.
Times 10,
Yeah, the fact that she paused there doesn't fill you with confidence, does it?
Minus 50.
if you want.
Minus 10.
That's looking lovely.
Minus 10. What we got left out of interest?
You've got a 7 and a 4, and you need to find 2.
OK, can you do that bit for me?
Jamali, how did you do it? How did you get 940?
10 times 100,
Sounds like you're copying, mate.
then take away 50,
Yeah.
Oh, that seems pretty obvious.
and
yeah.
then add 7, take away 4.
That's not 940.
No, take away 7.
Take away 7. Honestly, there's so many pieces
You
of
don't
paper, I'm
even
just
know what you've
confused.
He's out. He's blown it. He's blown it.
No points to anyone, and let's agree we drop the maths round in the future.
Yes.
No one likes it. No one likes it. It's no one's favourite bit. Rachel, could it be done?
50 plus 10 plus 7, 67. The
No,
other
no,
10
no.
plus 4,
No, no,
14.
no.
14 times 67, 938.
Oh, it's that easy. It's that easy. OK, time now to go across the dictionary corner. Glenn, what have you got for us?
Well, I used to work as a journalist. I used to sort of investigate various sort of major figures, and so what I did was I found, over the course of my career, lots of private diaries from famous people, historical figures, and just naturally did what everyone else would do and just taken purely just the sexy bits. So this is the new genre of erotic non-fiction. This is the diary from Margaret Thatcher. The life of a Prime Minister is not a sexy one, but let me tell you about an experience I had that explains why I was only getting 4 hours sleep a night. It was hard to date other MPs in the 80s. You couldn't send a dick pic or a scrotograph. You had to walk 20 miles every day just to find hot singles in your area. We were always advised not to date other politicians. I was told not to by Dennis Denise from the Repetition Party. He said dating, Anne, MP, would, BB, making, AA, serious, boo. But my eyes weren't on an MP. I'd gotten over my Michael Foot fetish, and there was one international politician who was the talk of the Commons, President Ronald Reagan. Rumour had it that Reagan could undo a woman's bra with just one scissors. And also that he could, like, you know that rumour that Prince had 2 ribs surgically removed so he could suck his own dick? Apparently Reagan had 2 added just so he'd stop. He'd started sending me coded love letters in French, but I couldn't understand them. I don't know much French. I know it's not French mustard, it's called Dijon mustard, and I can say things in French like hello and I would like 2 baguettes, please, but apparently that is still English. We were to meet on a Friday in the summer, a sunny day where you could see all the marigolds in bloom and all the Jeff Golds in bloom. Instead, he was going to come directly to my bedroom at number 10. I was terrified. I hadn't had a casual encounter like this since I'd been on my gap year backpacking around Surrey. I dragged him into number 10 by his tie and went to the bathroom to powder my arsehole. But with confidence, I walked out of that bathroom and we Dijon kissed. Ronald pulled away, flirting with me even more. I'm not wearing any underwear, he said. Why? Did you shit yourself? Conversation throughout was pretty scant. At one point, I asked, how old are you? 75, he said. Good, I said. I hate minors. And with that, we were at it again. Sex so damaging and destructive that the IRA claimed responsibility for it.
Glenn Moore's erotic non-fiction. And here was your teaser. The words are Snog's tip. The clue is show me the way. That's Snog's tip, show me the way. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were Snog's tip. The clue was show me the way. It was, of course, signpost. OK, before we go on, a quick bonus round. Playing Countdown can be incredibly stressful. We're going to let the players chill out a little bit with the relaxation round.
Ooh.
Bring on the masseuses, please. Rob, how do you like to relax?
Well, I've started gate crashing funerals. It's very quiet and chilled out, free bit of food, and no one checks your invite. Oh, hello. That's quite nice, actually.
Don't like mine.
This is great.
Sarah, what do you find relaxing?
Fuck off. I mean,
You not enjoying it?
he's a seat. I'm sure you're a nice fella, but you're fun. I just want to tear it off. Oh, sorry,
I forgot what you asked. I'm having a small orgasm.
Sorry, Joe, is this the first time that you've been touched by another human?
God, I feel like that fun went inside me. Oh, that's good.
Are you trying to get his PIN number off him?
I don't know, I feel like I've been attacked.
This is so nice. Why don't we do this every show, Jimmy?
We should, right? The relaxation
This is lovely.
special.
I'm going to turn round in a minute.
Joe, what makes you relaxed?
Well, I think the arms are a bit hard. It's actually hurting now. It was quite nice at the start.
This guy's got metal thumbs.
Oh, my God.
Are we allowed to punch him? What the fuck is... Get away from me. What the f... You absolute monster.
Oh, my God.
Joe, hands down, we have to do that again for cameras.
We have to do... No,
No, we have
I'm just going
to.
to say it.
We
Fuck
have
the
to.
programme.
Hands on the desk, we have to do that again.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. I may shit. It's so horrible!
Jamali, you doing OK?
I don't know. I get what you're saying, though. It does make you want to do a shit, innit?
Yeah.
OK, Joe, could you pick the letters? We may need...
Nine of the fuckers. Just move.
Have we really got to
do us
play
a
one?
favour.
Yeah, you're going to play what this is happening.
A. Oh, my God.
N-A, these are good.
G.
N-A-G.
Sit up for a bit.
I.
I've got one. Nag, move on.
C.
Oh, they're really strong. Is this like a deep tissue?
My guy's just pinching me.
I'm having a lovely time.
And F.
OK, and your time starts... What was that?
I'll try.
Rob? OK, it's time now for the countdown relaxation round. Your time starts now.
Breathe.
Oh, that's... Oh, God.
Breathe again. Keep breathing. Ooh. Relax.
I'm happy.
Relax.
I don't mind.
Relax.
This is really hard.
Relax.
Oh, God. It's so hard to
let's do some.
concentrate.
Thank you.
Relax.
I'm one.
Relax.
I like the fact we've got the massage guns out now.
What's
Down.
that? No. Can't.
Oh, bloody hell.
It goes faster than that.
Well, I've got a similar thing at home.
What's it like using the smaller one?
No, it doesn't matter the size, Rob.
No, just as long as it's got 15 speed settings.
Yeah, look at that.
Come on, do you need him to stop? Are you going to be OK?
No, I'm all right, man.
OK, all right, so, Joe, how many?
2.
Rob, how many?
4.
4. Sarah?
I've got a tricky 5.
I've
Tricky
no idea.
5.
Right.
Jamali, how many?
I forgot to cheat, so 4.
All right, what's your 2? Rob, your 4?
Gain.
Gain.
My guy is so strong.
I know.
He could snap my neck and kill me if he wanted.
I'll give you 200 quid.
I'll give you 210 not to.
Sarah, what's your 5?
All right, here we go.
It's a tricky 5.
Go on.
You know when people... Sorry, it's really loud, isn't
Sarah,
it?
can I ask
Sorry.
a question?
Yeah.
And it's going to help me in my marriage.
Marriage, yeah.
Do nipples need to be vibrated on? Is that a thing? Or is
Well,
that
I
just a
didn't
you
know
thing?
until tonight, but yes, they do, Flower. They recommend. You know when somebody's smoking and they're not supposed to be, and they quickly hide it, like magic, but with an F, fagic.
This is outrageous.
It's not. It's fucking
Can't
amazing.
take me eyes off.
So, I know we're on TV, but Sarah Milligan is actually putting that on her vagina.
Have you got any wet wipes?
Gee, this is filth.
You see, this is the same as I'm like at home. I never do any of the lower levels. You just go straight to full on.
Magic.
Six.
Magic's not a word?
No.
Magic's not a word. What's your
I'm
4, Jamali?
checking though.
Nang.
Nang?
Yeah.
Is
Close enough.
Nang in there? Is Nang up there?
Nang.
Oh, it's not in the printed dictionary, but it's definitely in the online dictionary.
I think I might have won that round, and
I can't believe we're still here.
all it needs is 2 people to be sort of physically abused and a woman to use a vibrator, and I can win.
4 points to Rob.
Gain.
Amazing. OK, Glenn, Susie, what could they have had?
For 7, they could have had fencing or finance.
Wonderful.
Well, at the moment, I can tell you that Sarah and Jamali have 14, Joe and Rob have 17. OK, time to go again to Dictionary Corner. Glenn, what have you got for us?
Thanks. I've got here the diary of King Henry VIII. Dear diary, I've had a checkered history of relationships. My love life famously goes divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, and that's it so far. Well, I found romance in the most unexpected of places last night in the kitchens of Hampton Court. A scullery maid, Brenda, was toiling away, and something about her immediately caught my eye. I fired out the regal chat-up lines. Hey, girl, you must be tired because I make you work 19-hour days. I asked her what she was cooking. It's your favourite. Loads. God, she really was the best thing since an intact loaf of bread. She had a perfect mouthful of teeth, 3. Skin as white as milk, smell as milk. Could a king really romance a pauper? I decided to go for it. Before you knew it, we were getting down and dirty. We did it everywhere. Bedroom, maze, the gift shop. At first, Brenda looked a bit perturbed at seeing my naked form. I couldn't help but see her uneasily looking at my groin. Apologies, I said. I'm a little rough around the edges, and I wear a little rough around the edges. I asked her to allow me to freshen up, which in these days involves trimming my beard a bit and removing the bucket of shit from under my bed. I realised what she'd been uneasily looking at. I had a genital piercing so good that my great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter's husband was named after it. Now, this being the Tudor period, we didn't have condoms, so this heroin was really hurting my stomach. We relocated to the maze, running naked towards it. She tastefully covered herself with a sheet, but it was a sheet of A4 paper, so I could still see her tits. Afterwards, I said longingly to her if I could rearrange the alphabet, and she interrupted me and said, "What's the alphabet?" Just hours later, we were at it again in the gift shop. She suggested the position. Missionary? I declined. The church is quite difficult for me to talk about right now. We had a wonderful time, and not 20 minutes later, but 2 minutes later, we lay exhausted on the gift shop floor. I had to clean myself up with a tea towel that had all my grandparents on it and the dates that they died. Diary, I've decided to see her again. I mean, when did a royal ginger sleeping with a normal person have any insane fucking repercussions?
Glenn Moore, everyone.
And here's your final teaser. The words are owns dick. The clue is mind's blowing all over the place. That's owns dick, mind's blowing all over the place. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were owns dick. The clue was mind's blowing all over the place. It was, of course, windsock. OK, time for our final letters game. Sarah, Jamali, your turn to choose.
Honestly, I don't care anymore because I feel so relaxed and aroused. Do you want to pick so I can just...
All right.
Do a cigarette?
I don't even smoke, but I really do. I normally have a Kit Kat after.
Really?
What would you like, Jamali? You choose, Flower.
All right. Can we... How many letters do we get?
9.
9.
I mean, famously 9.
He's not been on the show before, have you?
Yes, he has.
Let me get 6 vowels.
I mean, you're only allowed 5.
I'm only allowed 5. Well,
Yeah.
give me 5 then, shit.
Well, we haven't 5 vowels.
Yep, I don't know what a vowel is.
O-I-A-E.
And the rest, consonants.
N-L-W.
Oh, my God.
S.
Oh, my God.
OK, I might just look at TikTok. Your time starts now.
So today's word of the day is cock.
Annoys me, like, when people on TikTok accuse me of being too close to the camera. You're about.
Look at him over there.
Ooh, I'm Jimmy Carr. I wear stupid suits and I've got a stupid laugh. Such a...
Sarah, how many?
Only 5, Jimmy.
Jamali, how many?
3.
Have you written cat?
No, I haven't written cat.
Looks like you've written cat on a bit of paper.
Well, you know, maybe you should mind your fucking business. maybe you should worry about your own fucking cat.
Joe, how many?
I've got as close as you can get to a 9.
What have you got?
I've got a 5.
OK. Rob, how many?
5.
5, OK. So, Jamali, what's your 3?
Well, you wrote cat in capitals, massive. And I don't know why.
Has your AI bot broken down?
Yeah. Are you taking the fucking piss? Get out!
Come on,
get
man.
out!
The electricity ran out.
Get out!
The electricity...
Get out the goddamn AI bot. It's fucking Mr. Motivator.
I've given you all the answers all night.
Yeah, but then you started doing cat.
As your daddy, right? I'm disappointed in you.
Mr. Motivator, everyone. OK. Sarah, you're 5.
Wales or leans?
That's good. That's really good.
What's your 5?
Mine's loins.
Sarah Millican had the vibrating gun in her loins.
To be honest, I've got a lot of thigh, and it was just, like, hitting the thighs and rattling up.
I can attest to that. It was shaking the side of my chest. You know, in Jurassic Park when
Joe, you're 5.
I had loins as well, because I copied Rob.
5 points to both teams. Glenn, Susie, could they have done any better?
They could have done. They could have had liaison.
No.
And they could have had in Wales.
So Sarah and Jamali have 19, Joe and Rob have 22. You know what I mean? Oh, it's exciting. OK. All right, fingers on buzzers. Time for today's crucial countdown conundrum.
Oh, no.
Protractor?
Not even close. I love them.
I can't do these. I'm shit at these.
Is it just proofreader?
No.
You love them.
I like them. It's still my favourite kind of gig.
Oh, fuck! No, I got it.
Is it corporate?
Let's have a look.
I was getting them.
So, the final scores are Sarah and Jamali have 19, Rob and Joe are the winners with 32 points. Congratulations, you're now the proud owner of this, the Countdown Ping Pong set. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.